Was it a year ago already?
Mid-year maybe.
Do I have the email?
Okay, we are live on Facebook. Let me share it.
There's no email.
Search for Music Bliss. That's where you got it, right?
Right. Oh wow, it's been more than a year. Got it in. Is WhatsApp using? Okay, no, it's correct. November. I got it in November 2020.
Oh,
Wow, it's been more than a year. It's crazy.
so what do you think of your microphone so far?
Oh, the reason I brought it up because I was thinking of like upgrading.
Okay. What?
Yeah. So I was like trying to see like how long have I been using it
Uh-huh.
to justify like, oh, is it like time to upgrade?
But I don't. But microphones don't work like the way like computers do. It's not
No,
like
but I mean like I use it
technology is to
for
improve that much.
no, but if I use it for like let's say like half a year, then I'd be like,
Mhm.
oh, no need to spend again. But if like I've been using it for like a year or so, then maybe it's like, oh, maybe it's time to upgrade my gear. I mean, George got a new mic, you know.
Uh-huh.
I know.
You got a new mic too.
Yeah, but mine's a shitty. It's like a
So I was like
a
thinking maybe I should
vanity
get one too.
upgrade.
Oh, cause I
Yeah.
mean, well, I got different mics for a different reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like watching all the reviews, then I was like testing my mic, and then I realized like, oh, I mean, it sounds okay. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
sound like the
Mhm.
best.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I mean,
also, it's like not good for. It's not very good for recording like keyboard stuff too.
It's fine for keyboard stuff.
I don't know. I don't like the sound. Like it picks up a lot of like background noise.
Oh, that one you have to like use effects and all whatnot to get rid of it in processing.
Oh,
Every mic will pick up background noise, dude. Like even this one, so I have to use like noise cancellation and stuff. If not, you hear like a lot of ambient sound because
yeah.
my room is not that quiet. Yeah.
well, I'm all for getting new gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
don't have
mean,
to justify it.
Yeah.
you can get new gear if you
No,
want.
I'm justifying to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you don't have to justify it to us. But yeah, like, but it also won't work miracles apparently. But I think that's why like getting one that's aesthetically better in a way is more amusing than getting one that actually works better because
I
then
mean,
you get into
don't.
processing territory and all of that anyway.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
true.
like George looks extra nice. And I remember I was also very tempted. But then you have to get
Oh,
into DACs and whatnot. And I'm like, too much gear. I was reading an article, I think it was in Wired or something, maybe in the New Yorker, about how this guy realized that at some point you're just getting stuff for your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh,
and it's like a infinite fractal of supply chain and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's like you buy a phone and you buy a screen protector, you buy a
Yeah.
case, you buy a charger.
The worst part is like when you change phones, you can't like use back most of the old like accessories.
Exactly. It's bullshit. Hmm.
Yeah. I
You know,
mean,
now they make like a DAC that's MagSafe for the iPhone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can use fancy headphones with it.
oh,
But
that's
it's
pretty cool.
wireless.
I think so because yeah, it just sticks onto your. Well,
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it has like another hidden cable or something. Because yeah,
maybe it's
you're
like
right. It wouldn't. How well that work?
maybe it's wired, but like it just attaches via MagSafe, so you don't have to like, uh, you know, figure out how to carry it.
Yeah. Let me see here. I linked it to Lewis.
But that's cool if
Da-da.
it you just like put it on the back of your phone and then it works.
Yeah.
Wait, but iPhone has a port, right?
Yeah, lightning lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it would make
Yeah.
use of that.
Well, I mean the rumors are
Here.
saying Apple's like
Oh.
testing a portless iPhone.
Do you think that will work?
Are
we ready
I don't know.
for
I mean, if
portless
people are
phones
like
yet?
forced, if people are forced into using it, you know, like when
Uh-huh.
they dropped the headphone thing, and then like people were like bitching, but then eventually, like now, I think like only a minority cares about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, well, I guess that's what iPhones are. People still bitch about no headphones for Android phones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, like people like whenever Apple launches new iPhone, people are like bitching like, "Oh, the battery is so terrible," but then they still buy anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And they're
You
like,
mean
"What?
us?
It's more expensive now?" And they buy anyway. I mean, I know what I'm getting into, you know, when I buy it. Like, I just like it overall. Obviously, like it's not the perfect phone, but it's overall it's good enough for me, you know. So
Oh.
anyway, I don't think there is a perfect phone. There's always going to be like things that you wish the phone could do better.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Like everything. Like just now, Edmund was talking to me. He said he has a date coming up right this week, and then he was saying. So I asked him like how are things with that girl? And then he's like, oh yeah, conversation's good, blah blah, and all
Are we talking about his personal life in a public forum?
that. It's okay. I don't think
Mr. E.
Mr. E. Yeah. No one's watching our stream yet. Anyway.
No, why we were really famous one day, and then like people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna binge their whole catalog."
Yeah. Well, tell us when you do. Just leave a comment in the YouTube board. Anyway,
Who's
so he
watching
was.
this? Who's watching this in 2025?
25, exactly.
He was saying like oh if things work out well with this girl then like I like well he was saying something like oh I don't know if I should settle down and like if I do like I'm gonna miss out on the like better or hotter girls out there. I'm like
Alright.
there's always gonna be something better or someone better out there. That's why it's like called settling, and it's like I guess up to you lah. Whether you want to settle or keep on searching. I
Well, I
mean,
mean, settling also like could be a good thing, you know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
like now my stomach's like a bit upset. So when it settles, it's a good thing, you know. I'll be quite happy when it settles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it applies to like everything in life, right? Like your job or your car or your house. There's always going to be something better out there, and like it's up to you whether you want to
Well,
go get that or not.
and
Yeah.
I feel like the analogy kind of falls apart because like a house or a car, like sure, like you might get more money in the future and you can buy a better one. But the
Uh-huh.
problem
Yeah.
that Mr. E is not realizing is that as a human being, that person he's also aging and not getting any better. So it's like you're also on the decline.
But it is like the car analogy, right? Like
Yeah.
the older the car, the less people want it.
Depends on the car.
Yeah.
Some cars
So
people
both
want.
cars are
Well, true, but I don't think Mr. E is he's a classic.
well because like very few like unfortunately like very few people get to be classic and like if you think about it right it's like what like Sean Connery that's what it jumps into my
George
my mind.
Oh
Clooney.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah George Clooney type people who
Yeah.
never settles actually now that you think about it and then like
I mean, there's a few.
for women
Yeah.
yeah,
For
for women,
women,
it's even worse, right? Like women are rarely
yeah.
considered better, and like Meryl Streep or someone, or Helen Mirren or something like that. But the thing is, they were also really hot when they were young, so it's not like they got better as they aged. It's more like they maintained.
I guess you would say like they look good for their age.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing for their age. Oh yeah, like Keanu Reeves or something, someone who's like just immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yes, men do have an advantage, I think, because I think like there's women who like older guys. and there's just very few guys who like I want an older woman like that. That's just so rare.
That's true.
I guess it depends, right? If you're like 16 and you're like, oh, I want an 18-year-old woman, then it's fine, right?
Yeah. That's
But
like
it's different
Stacey's
when you're
mom.
like 50 and you're like, oh, I want a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
No, but I guess if
Oh.
the woman like ages like Marissa Tomei, then it's okay.
Yeah, again, like these are like exceptions to the rule, and like, guilt is a category, but a niche one, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So in that way, yes, like Mr. E has, because of being a man, does have some advantage.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then, like, I mean, but then he'll always be chasing something better. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
Yes, the
one
graph is
plus
always
slogan: never settle.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. No, but shit, I lost my thought. Never mind. Continue.
I'm sure it was a good one. What do you think happens when you lose your thought? What happened in your brain?
Someone else gets your thought.
Yeah, someone else gets it.
Oh.
I was just listening to a
We're like a
podcast
hive mind.
the other day about brain, and like
Mm-hmm.
people like it's I'll say like common knowledge that's shared that left brain controls like emotions and right brain controls
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? It's actually like more complicated than that, but like it's
Mm-hmm.
been so ingrained in like pop culture, I mean pop science, and like spread around so much that like nobody like bothers trying to correct people about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like your brains actually work together, and it's not so like straightforward that like
Mm-hmm.
where you have one side just focusing on one thing.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
In
so
fact,
I
like
learned
when
an
I'm
interesting thing.
drawing,
They
one
said
side of my brain shuts off.
some people with like epilepsy, they severed the
Mhm.
connection between left and right side of the brain, and it helped them,
Yes.
and they can still function
Mhm.
and live normally. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think your left side focuses more on the details, while the right side looks at the big picture.
Mm-hmm.
So they did experiments like people who suffered strokes on either side of the brain, and they realized like they had some difficulties like coming to making decisions or like giving expected answers. For
Mm-hmm.
example, like making moral decisions or even understanding subtext. Like let's say I say, oh, it's a bit chilly here, and then like a guy if you understand what I mean, you're like, oh, okay, should I turn the AC down or do you want a jacket or what, right? But if
Mm-hmm.
you don't have the I think, yeah, if you don't have the bigger picture, you'll be like, oh, why are you telling me this useless information? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like that is pretty interesting. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a neuroscientist, so I can't speak about it scientifically. But like hearing smart people talk about it was an interesting thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you already know just as much as like what we learned in neuroscience class, unless you happen to study epilepsy or you happen to study left brain, right brain stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's actually like very few people in the world who like go beyond that depth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so I feel like you're very good about like listening to Hidden Brain and
It's
like
such a good
being
podcast.
up on the latest science. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, cause now I'm back to driving again, so I listen to podcasts a lot
Oh.
more compared to when
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
staying home. Yeah, like when I'm at home, I don't feel like listening to podcasts, because I could be doing
Mm-hmm.
so many other things.
Same.
But
Same.
yeah, when I'm driving, I have like free space to listen while I'm just
Yeah.
focusing on the road.
Like I feel like my Apple Music subscription is only used when I'm in the car.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes I mean, when I'm driving, then I put on like my playlist.
Yeah.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like man, these songs are so good.
Yeah.
Well, I should listen to it at home, like with better speakers. When I
Yeah.
get home, then I'm like, nah. I don't know. I think partly also it's like iTunes for Windows is like super clunky. It's like not a very nice experience.
That's how they sell
Yeah.
Macs.
Yeah, so like for Mac, they actually split up iTunes into like different separate apps.
Yeah.
So you have like a dedicated music app. I think there's a dedicated podcast app too. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
I use Spotify on my Mac.
all right. Yeah, so like it's such a lightweight experience. Like I feel like it'd be nicer to use.
Oh, one thing I noticed it sucks on the Mac is the Spotify app drains a lot of battery.
It's not native M1, is it?
It is M1, but still in
Oh.
beta, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
But, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm playing music through Bluetooth speakers. I mean, Bluetooth headset. It's draining the battery. Might be that instead. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I've been reviewing some headphones, right? And one of them is wireless, and so it's been my daily driver when I'm not at home. And I noticed
which one are you testing?
it's Armageddon. It's just Singaporean brand. Just some budget. So
those types.
budget
I see.
wireless.
Oh, it's got
headphones.
RGB.
Oh.
This is a case.
That's cool.
Yeah, so the lights like light up while it's charging, and then like the indicator will tell you. So now it's green. That means it's there's still like a good amount of battery charge left. So you charge the headphones by putting them in the case, right? So the case like stores 20 hours, and then the headset, the earbuds themselves, 8 hours battery life. So
it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is this the first time you're
No, this is
learning
second.
about- No, not you.
Huh?
Kristen.
No, I have like a pair of janky made in China.
Oh,
ones.
right. Oh, so you mean
Yeah,
like it's
but
good as
then-
in battery life?
Yeah, the battery
The
life's
battery
really
life.
good. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
For
like
this
in
type.
concept, like it's really cool.
Oh no, I'm not that. Like I don't even know.
So
I'm not
one
that
problem I found
high.
with this case is when you're charging it, the lights just keep going. And I found out like the first night I tried charging it with the charger next to my bed, and the lights just went. I'm like, oh shit, this is terrible. So I had to hide
I
it.
was gonna ask.
You should put
why
that in
don't
your
you enjoy
review.
it?
Yeah, I did mention it in the review.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was
Yeah,
surprised by the quality of the microphone though, because it's like just in your ears, right? So like the mics are so far from your mouth. But it has good noise cancellation and can pick up your voice pretty well. Yeah, it's not amazing, but I was just like surprised at how decent of a job it did.
You should use it for the podcast today.
What, the
Then
headset?
we can all hear it too.
Oh
And then we
right.
could be sponsored.
Yeah.
Kind of like Raycons, you know?
Raycon. I haven't seen like people talk about Raycons in a while.
Oh, I like some YouTube channels I watch advertise for Raycons,
Like still?
Matt Stoney. Yeah, Matt Stoney.
Oh,
who
Matt
does the
Stoney.
competitive
Yes,
eating.
I didn't know he's still relevant.
Yeah, he's still eating, man.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I
he
saw
posts
him
about
in
once a
a
month.
Try Guy video like a while ago.
What's Try Guy? Oh, the
Try
BuzzFeed
Guy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
and then
four versus one or something.
didn't we literally talk about him trying to teach YouTubers, and then they were all unenthusiastic, and then we were all sad for him?
If we did, I forgot.
Oh, okay. What a
No.
conversation. Yeah, he still does his eating. In fact, he's getting better. Like now he's like redoing some of his challenges when he was younger, and he could easily beat his old time now.
Okay.
So
wow.
he is speaking of aging like fine wine. Matt Stoney's eating abilities.
But the guy is so skinny too.
Yeah.
Like
And then
I'm
sometimes
sure he
does it with
pukes it out.
Morgan, the
after
stoner
eating.
brother.
His brother?
Yeah, he has a younger brother who does it with him sometimes.
Oh,
who
I thought he's always
like-
like filming him, right? The brother.
I
The
think it's
brother
the
films
girlfriend.
Stoney. Oh, is it? I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched his videos in a long time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then like the brother will also try, but then he's like really way above average, but obviously not Matt Stoney's level. But he's very game, and he'll just keep going and going, even though he's super slow, and he's just like super stoned the whole time. Or maybe that's just how he is, and we're just thinking that he's stoned.
Is Matt Stoney still like one of the best?
Yeah, I think like Joey Chestnut is always like slightly better, but he just doesn't like he's just
Oh, I
the
never heard
best
of Joey
famous one.
Chester.
He usually wins the Nathan hot dog contest. Why do I know so much about this sport?
Oh, cool shirt, by the way. Your heart lifting.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is made by my friend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the
Hey,
same
you
friend
won
who
it
makes the
before.
lifting shirts. Yes, I have. I have only so many. I'm planning to go shopping soon, but we'll see. After Omicron blows over a little bit, I need new clothes
Oh yeah.
for variety.
Like the
For Chinese
US
New Year.
crazy, huh? That's
Oh yeah, totally. And like I don't know. In fact I bought this. I bought the Q Health test. I haven't even like used it yet.
what is that?
But the idea is it's like a almost like PCR level accuracy, but from home. Yeah, so you buy this reader and then
Okay.
like a box of things, and then you buy membership, and then you can get your own readings done at home.
Oh.
Yeah. But then of course this is like I bought this, and then like right after that, Biden announced that he's giving four free tests to everyone in America.
Yeah. I mean, have
But those I
people
think are
like
rapid antigen tests.
started behaving differently due to the recent results? I mean,
Yeah, a lot of my friends are way more cautious again.
hmm,
Well, like unfortunately, like a lot of my friends got it, like people that are pretty careful got it. And then also, yeah, like one of my friends, her boyfriend's dad is essentially in the hospital on a ventilator. So it's like just like suddenly it almost feels like March 2020 again, you know?
yeah. Oh dear.
It's very tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, even if you're careful, it just takes someone else who's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just needs someone
It's the
else
worst
who's
part.
not responsible.
It's like
Yeah.
cars, driving in cars, right? You can be the best,
Emily.
most careful driver in the world. Some other idiot can just smash you, you know?
Yeah.
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 And you can't do anything about that.
So mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I want friends to visit a new home and check it out, but I've been like, here's some photos. Sorry, I just don't really dare.
Mm,
Especially friends with kids who can't even like get vaccinated, you know?
yeah. Just
Well, is
do
it-
one of those like 360 videos. You have the iPhone, right?
Oh, I don't know why it didn't even occur to me to do that.
You can do that on
I was thinking
Facebook.
different corners and then trying to like
You stand in the middle of your house and then turn
yeah,
around.
and then I could also be like, if you have an Oculus, you can experience my
Uh.
home.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
the numbers like
that's a
quite
great
high
idea.
in your city?
Not my city in particular,
Mm-hmm.
but high enough where like I think indoor dining's a little awkward, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so like you know what's trending in the US right now? The KF94 type mask. The
What is that?
Korean type.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Let me
The
Google
Korean
it.
mask.
I bought
It's got a
some,
slightly
and
different design.
KF94 mask.
but I think my face is too big. Like, it doesn't fit so well.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
Korea boo, which is what I've learned is the Korean version of weeaboo.
Oh, the one with the
Oh, is
extra
that what it
flap on
stands
top.
for? Because there is a website called Korea Boo, I think. And they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a lot of like
It's just-
Korean news.
It's just like yo weeb, like for Korean stuff. Which is
But I
nothing wrong with
recently
that. I'm
bought
totally a
a-
weeaboo, so nothing wrong with being
Oh.
Korea boo.
Yeah,
It's a Korea boo.
there used to be a website. I think it's still around. It's called Yes in Style. So they specialize a lot in like Korean, like Japanese, like fashion. You know, like things that you would see celebrities wear, and then like you can like buy lookalikes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like actually a really old printed magazine?
Wait, I'm not sure.
I feel
Wait,
like
yes.
or do they all always have these kind of weird names like Yes and like you know what I'm talking
Okay,
about?
it's not Yes in Style. It's called Yes Style.
Yes, style.
But I don't know what the
Yeah.
magazine you're talking about. Though. I've never heard about it.
Oh. You know, like the magazines you see in like Sungai Wang and like the magazine stand. That's like from Japan and stuff.
Or like when you go to like the
Usually they talk about
hairdresser.
fashion. Yeah.
Oh.
But this is the digital version. But yeah, like I was looking into the KF94 because I was like, oh yeah, like it's almost like I'm like, okay, I'm making like, you know, like lemonade of lemons, right? To be like, okay, well, if I'm gonna get a mask, I might as well get a fun, trendy one. But it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to find, like for me, it's harder for me to verify whether it's like real or a knockoff.
Oh, but I thought like the is it the FDA? Like they have a website, right, of a list of manufacturers that they know
Yeah, but
produce
I
like
just
the
don't
real
know
stuff.
on Amazon. They're all resellers, so it's hard for me to tell.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I know a reseller online called Bonafide Mask that's used by everyone for KN95s and N95s. They just don't sell KF94s.
All right.
I think
Yeah,
of KFC when you
I
say
know.
KF.
I would
But
buy
I
and wear a KFC mask. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like Buckethead, but for your face.
but like
Bucket
the thing with like
face.
the KF94 is like a lot of packaging I see online in Malaysia. Like they try to
Mhm.
make it fun looking, you know.
My mask
Yeah.
is the
So like half the
best.
time I'm like,
Oh, oh, that is very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, how
oh
kawaii.
I know. Oh, and then I
yeah. So
got
like
this like strap,
Oh, you
silicone
have a little
strap.
strap.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the string doesn't hurt my ears.
does it work?
Mhm.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing.
I
I
have that
never
too, but
wear
I
without.
don't like use it.
Oh, I mean, it's only if
Because I didn't know how to put it on. Because now I see, oh, you actually like loop it around.
yeah. Like there's like a little ridges. Then you just rope
Mm-hmm.
the end and you pull through. If you want it tighter, you just take the. It's like a belt,
Mm-hmm.
but for your
Mm-hmm.
head. Yeah, head belt. Yeah, it works. I have like some spares if you want, Sing. Yep. Let's see, I got two more.
Oh, yeah, you can
I'll
give
give
to
away
Singap.
one to a lucky viewer.
Oh yeah, I know. Lucky viewer.
No, I bought it from Shopee. It's like
Edmund's got it in the bag.
you get like four for $10 or something. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
Don't you disclose the
so
value? You should say like, oh yes, this is worth.
I've touched it, so it's worth 5 times more now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
sign it too,
it's worth your
so it's
life.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I have is not as like well designed, like because it's got that little teeth thing for the loops, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like more loose. So like that's why I didn't like using it because I couldn't like loop it and have the loop stay on properly. But now I see that your design is better because it's like the hole is smaller, so it like sticks into the hole a little better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
recently I bought like 3M ones, and then they come with a little hook also.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, 3M, the
yeah,
OG.
OG.
yeah. I don't know. I
More
feel
people.
like I trust them more
Yeah, I mean,
because like all those like I was saying just now, like the KF94s that are sold here,
mm-hmm.
like they try to put like cute graphics on it.
Okay.
So like half the time I'm not sure like. Are you
If
trying
it's
to sell
legit.
this as like a fashion item or is this like a legit protection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
it can be both.
I mean, I don't really care about the way it looks, right? I just need it to work as
Yeah, I know. I mean,
intended,
you
right?
don't, but
Yeah.
some people do. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want
So
it
so
to
like
work
as much
and
as
be
I want
cute.
to,
yeah.
well, I mean, like the 3M ones are like plain white, so I mean, can't really go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else have you guys been up to? Turns out we've all been playing Wordle.
Oh,
Oh,
I only played like those 2 days. I haven't resumed. Yeah.
Oh, I got spoiled for 2 days because I looked at
oh.
Singyips and
Yeah.
turns
Well,
out
you
there's a
get a
time
first try
zone
now.
problem. I know that's what my friends say, but I'm like, no, that's like too like depraved to be like, haha, I got on the first try.
Well, what are you gonna do? Put in wrong answers on purpose?
That's what my friend did. Yeah, he's like, I pretend I didn't see it. Well, he's spoiled by himself by accident too.
uh,
Yeah, no, I'll just skip out one today. It's fine. I've been playing too much anyway.
Me too much. Isn't it just once a day?
Yeah, but sometimes I'm really like hung up because I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste a guess. I'll like sit there for like 15 minutes, just like trying every word in my head before I commit.
I mean, that's how,
Oh,
It's
right?
not a very good use of my time.
When I start, I'll be like, okay, try. Okay, oh shit, 3 chances left.
Yeah.
Now I take time to. uh,
Yeah.
But
So.
it is a fun game.
yeah, for sure.
It's a good way to test.
I wonder if
the
it's
vocabulary.
monetized. Are there ads? Actually,
No, the
I don't even
guy
know.
said he will never monetize it,
Okay, that's cool.
but other people have been like creating clones and
Uh-huh.
then putting it on app stores.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
And apparently, I mean, actually, I guess it's not a new concept because
No, I
apparently
mean, it's not.
there's a game that's quite similar that's been around for years.
Hangman.
Mhm.
Oh, Hangman.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, this is Hangman with
yeah.
extra clues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd be cool if it was an app, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I think it's fine as a website. Like, I do it on my
Mhm.
PC anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But I thought like I didn't know it was like one a day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like you finish one and
Mhm.
you go on to the next one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, someone could do that.
Yeah, so that's what I guess
It's
that's
not
what
as
the clones have
addictive
been
when
doing.
it's like random, you know? Because I played another variant called Absurdal.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
like the idea is that like the computer hates you and it will keep switching out what the word is based on what you guess until it's cornered. And it's like, but you get infinite guesses. But it's not as fun because it's like, oh, it's
Oh,
randomly generated.
our
You can do
favorite
it as much
viewers
as you
here.
want.
Welcome,
Oh.
Edmund. Thanks for liking the stream. You're a bit
Yes.
late.
Did you miss the part where we talked about you?
Yeah, you missed the part we talked about you.
It's like, we're like the worst stream ever where we were like, you know, inducing viewers FOMO directly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like yeah, so in Absurdal you just like can do it as many times as you want. So it's like there's something social about like Wordle where you are all playing to guess the same word so you can show off and it actually makes sense.
Yeah, I
Whereas,
guess that's the fun
you
part
know,
too. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. There's another variant called letter lol where you just have to guess one letter. It's like a parody of Wordle.
Singyu, do you remember the game Funster?
I remember the name. I forgot what it
Yeah, I
was.
forgot what it was too, but like talking about Wordle just reminded me. I tried googling it and there's no more Funster already.
Mm,
We used to play an online word game called Funster, but I forgot how it went.
this one is like okay, this fun, so but this is like brain exercises. I don't think it's this, right?
Yeah, no. I
Oh,
was
and
like,
then there was another game also called Wordle by another developer, but then he said he's gonna give proceeds to charity. Which I
oh,
think is super nice.
yeah.
Yeah, because it shot up because everyone thought that was the game, but it's actually a totally different game.
Edmund asks about what? Well, you have to watch the replay.
No, that's so like assholey.
No, we're talking about like, what if you're missing out on something better out there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty
we
much
make
it.
judgmental comments about you. No.
No,
we
we
talked
didn't.
about the common human condition of like
Always
of
wanting
FOMO,
someone
right? It's
better.
essentially
Yeah,
another variation of FOMO.
it is FOMO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Funster? Like you make letters, you make words using letters in a name.
I don't know. Did you link it?
I mean, according to I went to the Facebook page,
Uh-huh.
and then in 2019, there's a post that says Funster still exists. You can still find it here. And I'll link it.
Funster, what's in the name? Choose a name and
Make
password.
words.
Yeah, I think it's this
George.
one, right?
I think so. The UI
Yeah.
looks familiar.
Yeah.
Wow. 1996 till now. Well, this person needs to update their copyright year.
Okay, let's check room A. Yeah. That's it.
Are there still people?
There's like 2 people in this room I'm in now.
Oh,
Yeah, still available. But yeah, online text games, that used to be a thing.
Oh, freaky.
Mods.
What's in the name? The name is Edmund Halley.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
The universe.
I know. It's speaking to us through the word Edmund.
What mic are you planning to get, Sing it? You know?
there's the what's it called? Shure MV7.
Let me Google that.
I think I looked into that one.
Oh, okay.
Sure, MV7.
Yeah, because in my search, I was looking at George's fancy
Oh,
old
okay.
timey Shure. So then I was looking at this like new timey Shure and thinking,
Is it
but does it have a
USB or do
retro
you
look?
need audio interface?
No, it supports XLR and USB.
Oh,
so
okay.
up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe then you don't need to get an additional audio interface.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should get it. So and then I can see whether you sound any better.
Oh, so that's the thing, right? I'm so worried I get it and then I don't sound any different.
Yeah.
Because like price wise, it's actually not that much more than my current mic.
Mm-hmm.
So my current
Uh-huh.
mic is about like I think it was like 600.
Are you gonna
And then-
resell your
I'm
current
looking
mic?
at
And then
1,000
this one-
ringgit.
Yeah. Where are you looking at? I don't know. Music Bliss is like 800 something.
This is Music Bliss, but Lazada page. Hey,
Oh,
no.
anyway,
This is
like
sorry.
the-
This is livemusic.com.my. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, the price difference isn't like so big where I feel like you probably might not notice such a big jump in quality.
Mm-hmm.
It was like buying like a $10 mic versus like a $500 mic, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you would expect like a lot more from the $500 one,
Sure.
but this one is like not that much more expensive. So like it makes me wonder like, oh, how much better can it be? And then I don't know, I couldn't really find any reviews like versus my current mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Really? You couldn't find it in that mic comparison page that I always land on?
Which one? Oh no, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you can compare the specs, but then
Yeah.
what you really want to know is like how it sounds like, right?
I guess you just
Right.
search YouTube
Yeah.
videos for it.
Yeah, no one's compared in YouTube?
No, I haven't found any.
Is
If
it a
you
new
find
mic?
let me know. No, the MV7 is not new. I think it was last year or last year, and now there's the
Mhm.
MV7X. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really need
Oh.
the X, so.
What does the X do?
X is always better.
So when I search for
X.
comparison for my mic, they search for because it's first of all it's a
The
different
X
mic,
is
right?
actually worse.
In what way?
Well, it's cheaper and it has
Oh.
Cheaper is
only
worse.
XLR.
Oh, right. Oh, maybe that's what the X is for. XLR only.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so
And it only comes in
the
black.
MV7 is like a dynamic microphone.
Mm-hmm.
but the one I'm using is a condenser, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there are not
You can
many
high and the low
people
notes.
usually like compare similar style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
when I try to look for comparisons, like mine usually brings up like the we call it the Blue Yeti and then the Rode Audio Technica. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So
I
for
guess you just listen to sound samples from the SM7 and then you compare, like you record your own samples and you just hear the difference. So, I don't know. Yeah. But it's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot
I
of
mean, usually
processing and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like a lot of these people who do
Sure.
these reviews always have like acoustically treated rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they make any mic sound pretty decent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, a lot of it you can do in software actually. Just not, I mean, not directly in Discord.
Right.
You would have
But
to use
yeah,
like.
exactly. This is
Yeah.
the only time me and Singapore are ever actually on our microphone where it matters.
Yeah, so I was wondering, is there like a software I can like pass my microphone through, and then
Oh,
like
all the time?
use it, and then yeah, you know, like a sort of like a digital audio interface.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can. Like, what's that? Voice meter, and then I'm not sure if your mic has its own software. Like,
No, it
the
doesn't.
Elgato mics actually have some good software for doing that. Then you can use
Mm,
external plugins too. Yeah,
mm,
but there's software a lot that allows you to do that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Then
Did
there
you
was also
see?
the issue of like
Mm-hmm.
how often am I gonna use this mic to make it worth upgrading to, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, every week for an hour.
Yeah. That's more than some people.
More than most people.
Yeah.
This so every year I get like 52 hours out of use of it.
Correct. I mean, unless you start like, I don't know, either doing voice acting or singing, if you want to be like pro
Oh,
ZD.
all right. I don't know. I mean, me and John are thinking of doing YouTube videos.
Yeah, you have to narrate your
Oh, really?
YouTube content.
Yeah, so
Oh
I thought it'd be
yeah,
nice
that's
if
so good.
thought it'd be nice to have a good mic, you know.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys
Yeah.
gonna do YouTube videos?
Yeah, like Tim and Eric.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, you don't know the comedian duo?
Yeah, but I haven't really seen their stuff. Like, what is
It's
their
just
what?
like Gen Z humor.
Oh, you mean like memes and things?
Yeah.
I feel old.
Stuff that you wonder why kids find funny, but you don't.
Find funny. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
fun.
love to
That's
see
like
it.
that's like funny in itself already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I remember like singing ups like ASMR cooking videos are always so good. The little
Yeah, yeah,
shorts.
exactly. You should upload those,
Mhm.
man. Not just share on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like, just put them on YouTube, you know? People might,
Hmm.
you might get, like, start going somewhere with those.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I feel pressured to like keep making them. You know.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
like
have
in the
to.
You
moment.
don't have to.
Just put it as an archive, you know? In the future, somehow you,
Mhm.
like, apply for a job that requires some experience
Yeah.
making
Oh.
videos. You can put, oh, this is my work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess.
And there's some YouTube channels that have uploaded like 2 videos ever, and I still subscribe to them in case they ever come back around.
Yeah. It's so sad. Like, sometimes I just go through the people I'm subscribed to and then see, oh, what have I
Uh-huh.
missed out on? And then a lot of, like, dead accounts. It's just sad.
Yeah.
And you wonder what happened to those people.
And,
One thing
and
I
then you have
noticed,
people like
like,
Natalie Tran, who appears once a year, like a shooting star.
I don't know,
I mean, you
Natalie
don't want to
Tran.
miss that.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The community channel one.
Oh,
The
right.
New Year, New
I don't know
Me.
her name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Community channel. The Australian Vietnamese
Yeah.
girl.
Mm. But
Yeah.
some of them
Oh.
like keep evolving though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
What's the name? Uh, I don't know if you guys remember, like, but a long time ago, she used to be called Wenji.
Sounds kind of familiar.
The name sounds familiar, yeah, but
I think she's based in Australia, and then like over the years, like I keep seeing her like come up with like she evolves her stuff, like like doesn't just keep doing the same thing. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, she was the voice for she was the voice for what's the name, Powerpuff Girls, Bliss, yeah.
like
the TV
all
show.
time, all the time, or just
No,
recently?
let's see, in 2017, when she was the voice of Bliss in the Australian New Zealand version of Powerpuff Girls.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had an Australian version.
And then
Me neither.
I think like was it last year or last year, and then she started doing like getting more into singing.
Mm-hmm.
And she collaborated with some K-pop stars. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like
Amazing.
so different from way back in the day when I would watch her videos every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, a lot of channels have to evolve, like mainly to keep up with their audience, and
We
then
need to evolve, guys.
Yeah, like I think the day me and George we watched that video, right, on what's it called, Epic Meal Time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and like there was
yeah, they didn't evolve. That's why
analysis of
they died.
why how the decline of Epic Meal Time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. Give me the TLDR. Why did they decline?
They couldn't, like, well, their staff weren't happy, like, because they were being underpaid and overworked, and then they didn't evolve their formula. When they did, it
Oh,
was like
yeah.
too late, and then they still reverted back to their old stuff in the end. And that kind of content, like, is easily replicatable, and a lot of people have been doing similar stuff, so they
Yeah.
don't really stand out anymore compared to back then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've only seen the one where they make a hamburger lasagna or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I remember we
Yeah.
used to like watch all their videos back then, but
Yeah,
after a
so
while, I
we
just stopped.
were part of the reason why they're so famous, because we kept talking about them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but after a
Oh.
while, I just stopped.
Because the video was saying that what helped them like make them so famous was like people, like kids in school, they watch it and then they go to school and then they tell their friends about it. Oh, have you seen the latest episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was before
Wow.
like all the major, all before like social media became like really the way it is today, lah.
Yeah.
So it's like free word of mouth advertising for them.
Yeah, they were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Also, I see a lot of like YouTubers. They always like have these clickbaity videos like "I'm leaving" or "I'm done," and
I
then you
hate
watch it,
that.
right?
Yeah, I
It's
hate
like,
that.
I'm just changing the direction of this channel.
Yeah.
But then they always cite like, oh, I'm not happy anymore making these kinds of videos, so I want to move on to do something new.
Right.
Then in the comments will
Yeah.
always be like, oh, we'll always support you no matter what you do.
Oh.
But I thought
Yeah.
there was like a trick, right? If it's like in all caps, then it's clickbait,
Is it?
But if it's like in small letters, then it's serious. I mean, it's not a hard rule, but I mean, that's what some people say,
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people experience burnout because they do something, it gets them famous. They think, oh, okay, I'll keep doing this. Then their popularity grows, so they keep feeding it, and then they get sick of doing it, and so they want to switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like my videos, I just do it for fun, like in the moment when I feel like it, I don't want to feel pressure into like, oh, when's the next video coming out?
Yeah.
Well,
Like even when
When's the next video coming out?
Like even when I show some friends and then they're like, oh, so you're gonna cook next,
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, when we're your nice friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
No pressure.
No pressure.
I mean, there's some channels like Peaceful Cuisine or whatever where I don't feel like oh, what are they gonna do next? Like, I don't. There's some channels where I'm just like perfectly happy letting them post whenever, and I'll look at it whenever.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
You
true.
know?
That's true.
Well, like when
I,
channels update too frequently, like even I don't have like time to watch them all the time, you know?
mm,
Yeah. Especially when they make like super long videos, like half an hour. I'm like when I see a half
That's
an hour
literally
video,
last
I have to
minute.
like set aside time to like watch, you know?
oh,
Well, if it's
I don't
like,
know.
you
I'm
know,
the opposite though. I like the longer videos cause I usually leave it running in the background,
yeah, I don't do
and
that.
I
Yeah.
so like if it's longer, then I have to stop and I look for a new video to play.
I mean, I think that's fine when like I have food, like I'm eating and I can watch, right?
Mm,
But yeah, I can't leave it in the background if I'm doing anything else because my attention will be like split. I can't focus on like two things at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was like doing something really boring, like changing all my addresses and whatever and all my accounts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I fell into a YouTube hole of watching Marvel movies in minutes.
Oh yeah,
Where
oh,
it's like a less than 10-minute recap of all the Marvel
those are the
movies I
best.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually really good. And I'm like, oh, Marvel movies should be less than 10 minutes because
Yeah.
that's all I need. And then when they get too long, I lose the thread of the plot.
I mean, I used those movie recaps to watch a lot of like horror films that I'll never
Oh, yeah.
watch. Yeah.
all right. Usually I just go to the wiki and read the
Because at
plot.
least the recap is more interesting than just reading a wiki.
That's
And
true.
like they talk over the audio. So they explain what's happening and also you don't get scared. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are just certain like Marvel movies, such as Captain Marvel and like the Wonder Woman, the second one, where it's like the plots are so terrible that I don't want to sit through it.
Yeah.
And people all comment in the YouTube comments, it's like, ah, this version's so much better. And I'm like, oh, why are they always the female-led ones that have the terrible plot?
Yeah. I don't know. You think like the makers of the film like spend less time writing better stories for like the female led ones?
Or like in order to be seen as more inclusive, like they lower the expectations and quality.
That's the thing. I mean,
I
like,
don't know.
can't you be inclusive and have good quality writing? I don't think
I mean,
like
like when you're actively trying to make sure that you're creating an inclusive movie, then it starts becoming your focus, right? You're like, oh, am I criticizing this because I'm secretly sexist? You know?
Yeah, I know. It's like there's
Or
so
like,
much social commentary.
am I being extra nice to this person because like they are a minority? You know?
uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe the good writers want to do the more flashy ones like Spider-Man, and they're like, oh, I want to write for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no idea. Or maybe
Yeah.
the
And people
IPs
hate
aren't
Brie
that
Larson.
popular enough
Really?
anyway.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I like her as Captain Marvel though.
Has she done anything else?
I feel like she has no career except for Captain Marvel at the moment.
I have no idea, genuinely.
I don't know what she did
She's
before.
known
Actually.
for stalking Taylor Swift on social media and Taylor Swift ignoring her.
Oh,
It's really weird. It's like she has all these like really weird like wanna be famous and star chasing behaviors that turn a lot of people off.
Oh, well, she's a
I
star
She
have
also
now.
has
no
a
idea.
YouTube channel.
Okay, she was
She's also trying to
in
be a YouTube star.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, she was hot there.
21 Jump Street,
United States of Terra is where she was kind of debuting.
and then Kong Skull Island. I'm just reading out the ones that I've actually watched.
Uh-huh.
And then to
Yeah.
be honest, I don't remember her in like
I don't
all those
remember
movies
any.
either.
Yeah. So unremarkable.
You don't remember her in Scott Pilgrim?
No.
I only remember
She's the
well,
one who
obviously
sang the
Scott
song that's
Pilgrim,
kind of
and
like a
then
metric song.
is it Elizabeth Winstead?
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth
Yeah.
Winstead. I remember her.
Yeah, so I didn't remember those two.
And Cho Knives.
She's a good singer.
Who?
I mean,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Oh, I didn't even know she sang.
Yeah, she sings like a professional singer as well.
Oh,
But I
that's
think
cool.
like, yeah, but now that I feel like it's kind of unfortunate because I feel like personally from watching the recap, I don't find Captain Marvel to be a very likable character. So, and I feel like if you play a character who's not that likable, in a way, like you're typecasted.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, and then I also watched the recap of TV shows too, like WandaVision and The Mandalorian.
Oh no, but those you need to watch.
So many
Like WandaVision
episodes.
is really good. I think that was like the best TV
Mhm.
series from Marvel, and then it all kind of went downhill from there.
Oh. Uh, oh, but there's this new one. I think maybe it's DC, not Marvel. The Doom Patrol.
Oh, that's DC.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Did you guys watch it?
No.
It's got Brandon Fraser in it.
Oh
And
right,
the
is he
idea
the
it's
robot?
like a whole
The
bunch of
robot
yeah,
dude? Yeah.
yeah.
Because
He's like
those characters appeared in the other DC
What
series
up, Eric?
Titans,
Thanks for tuning in.
and then later on
mm,
they spun it off to become its own series.
oh, okay.
Thanks for liking the
Yeah, I think
stream.
it's the idea is that like they are like kind of like PTSD, you know? Like they have superpowers, but they're kind of traumatized from the whole experience. And
Uh-huh.
then,
Mm.
they just don't really want to do superhero stuff either, but they're kind of forced into it. And they have like really like,
That sounds
monkey's paw
interesting.
kind of superhero abilities. Like the really hot lady turns into a blob. Like, or, that kind of thing.
Eric mentioned Boba Fett.
Yeah, the book
Oh,
of
I heard
Boba Fett.
really bad reviews on that one. I enjoy reading the bad reviews of Boba Fett for more than actually even
Oh
bothering to watch a
really?
summary of it.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
really
people
like
say
it
it
too.
really, really sucks.
Oh really?
Oh,
I don't know. I guess maybe if you are like a
Singer
Star
has
Wars.
poor taste.
Yeah, I mean, I watch movies for my own enjoyment. I don't really care if people like what I like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's because The Mandalorian set a really high bar. It might have been perfectly enjoyable.
I don't. I feel like if you are a fan, um, if you are like a really diehard Star Wars fan, then you really probably because there's so much lore for like all these characters really,
Mm-hmm.
and then now people are like trying to bring it to life in like TV series.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Mhm.
like it's never gonna align with what you had in your head, you know. So I've
Mhm.
been reading what do you call it, the Wheel of Time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The books,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
recently Amazon launched the TV series too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when I first watched like the first few episodes, I'm like, man, this is terrible. You know, it's like nothing
Mhm.
like the books. It's like it felt so cheap. You know,
Okay.
even though like I think Amazon's supposed to spend like millions per episode or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And then I stopped reading I took a break from the books for a while, and then I also took a
Mhm.
break from the series. Then I
Mm-hmm.
decided to watch
Mhm.
the series again because I was bored, right? And then with the books like kind of out of my mind, and I started watching the series again. I actually found it pretty good. Like it was pretty enjoyable after that,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
because I was watching it for the series itself, like the story the series is trying to tell, and as opposed to like, oh, this is not following the book, you know.
Yeah.
It's like out of
Mhm.
order, you know. For me, it's like, oh, just enjoying it as it is, and then I found it a lot more entertaining.
Yeah.
You think if I go back and rewatch Da Vinci Code now, I would like the film?
No.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes bad shows are just bad, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like you write something and then you take a break from it and then
Yeah.
you reread it with fresh eyes and like you feel a lot different about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, if it's bad, even after like taking a break from it, then it's probably bad.
Mm. Yeah, I have friends who like, are hardcore sci-fi people who've been watching the show and talk about it on Discord and stuff, and they said, yeah, you enjoy it, the show, you've never read the book. But if you've read the
Mm.
book, then you get hung up on the details, then how they don't match.
Uh,
So I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I
great.
think
I've
that's
never read
like
the book. I might get
I
to TV show
think
sometime.
I think that was the issue, right? People had with Game of Thrones also.
No, that's not a good comparison. Game of Thrones is problematic, even if you've never read the book.
Oh, you think so? I thought it was okay.
Disappointed. Let's continue with disappointment. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, so Singip and I watched the finale of Dexter. Spoiler
All right.
alert.
It's okay. Nobody watches Dexter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What? No, actually, yeah, I think by now, like, I thought the ending was good because the ending is like in the end, the son shoots the dad. And then you kind of like reveal, like the reveal in the end, which is like, Dexter is sort of like a narcissist who's kind of problematic and not the hero that we imagine him to be because he breaks all his rules about not killing not bad people
Yeah,
all the time.
actually, like what his son
When you
said to
think
him
about it.
in like those last few minutes of the show,
Yeah.
like Sunny gave us a lot of clarity, of the character.
Yeah. It's almost like I got woken up from a spell too of like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, wait a minute. There's all these innocent
Yeah.
people he killed that I totally just forgot about. So I think it's well done, like given what they had to work with. There are some major plot holes, but I think it's just hard to write. But there was like a variation that people were saying, like they should have Angel kill him instead. And I was like, oh yeah, that probably would have been a little better. Yeah. But I think they wanted the poetic justice of the son killing the Dexter because it lends itself better to a better second series with starring Harrison or something.
Oh, right. But they haven't confirmed
Yeah.
anything yet, though.
No, I guess they're trying to read the room and see whether we hated it so much.
Oh.
What do you think about like people who change their decisions based on public opinion? Like content creators, like directors and
I mean, it's like kind of asking someone for their feedback, and then based on what they say, then you make the changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said now you have a much bigger pool of people to.
well, like
give
what if you had
their-
like an original vision and then like you know that if you proceed with it, like fans will be unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess you don't know until you actually do it, right?
Mm. Well, I mean, let's say you have like part 1 to 3 written already, so 1 and 2 came out, and then people are speculating what happens in part 3, or they weren't happy with what happened in part 2. But you already know what you want to do. Like, would you pander to the audience?
Oh, I'm in this exact dilemma with my Twitter account.
Oh, do share.
Where things that I want to write and the
Uh-huh.
things that get engagement are not necessarily the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's like I'm actually going to write about it in my upcoming newsletter that's due today to come out. Because like, yeah, I can find myself already slipped. I'm like trying to meet what I think popular opinion is instead of doing what I set out to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always like this, like because Twitter rewards you, like the slot machine rewards you for writing little things and like fluffy things. Then like what do? Like you don't get the dopamine high from creating something that only you like and like no one else enjoys.
Yeah.
So it's like it's now like become like I feel like the long game is like how much can you resist the short-term slot machine?
Can't you write like both kinds of tweets?
It's just that the ones I want to write are so much harder to write that it's already hard. And then like I get the double negative of like, oh, and also people like the other stuff more. And I'm like, ah.
Do you have metrics
Yeah,
like
because I wrote
people unfollowing you after you post a tweet and stuff like
I
that?
can. Well, the sad thing is I have so few followers. I get very few unfollows. So it's not like so much a negative, it's the positive. Like I can see likes, right, pretty immediately. So then I'm like, oh man, I spent like hours working on this tweet thread, got very few likes. And then like I wrote this one thing that makes me want to barf on myself and it got like 9 likes. I'm like, what? Yeah, and I think that the breaking point was I wrote a tweet. You can guess which one. Follow at Kristen tweets to guess which one I want to barf about. And like I wrote it, I linked it to like Yuhang and Lewis, and then like Yuhang sent me a bunch of barf emojis. Like, I think I should stop because I was trying to match this format that people use that usually get likes, which is like the credentials sharing one, and be like, I am blah blah blah. I used to think blah blah blah, but now I know blah blah blah. Like that format.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to cut myself after writing that one. And it's also super awkward for me to criticize myself because I'm saying that I feel like barfing, but then like I'm almost afraid to write this in my newsletter because of course all my Twitter friends, a lot of them write the same format, and it's gonna be taken as me criticizing other people, and it's like,
I mean, you
so
can
I'm
say it
trying to
like, "Oh,
figure out
it's
a
not
way to
for
say it.
me. It's not for me."
Yeah, I
Toilet humor
know,
still
but-
works, huh?
Yeah, so the toilet humor still works actually, but that one I'm very proud of. That's actually not the problem. In fact, that's a breakout one because I actually like I wrote it almost as on a whim, and that one took off. So I think that's the other like thing. It's like the harder you try, the less likely it will take off as well.
Lesson
but if you
is
don't try,
don't be a try hard.
I know. I'm taking a whole course on that. Don't be a try hard, which I'll talk about separately.
I posted a tweet the other day.
You know what? I didn't even see it because like the way our Twitter algorithm works is like really problematic now, where the things I want to see I've buried. So if you want me to see a tweet, you gotta link it directly to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. Twitter's so messy for me. I don't even know how to navigate it.
Yeah, you have to use
like
add-on
first
tools.
like you see posts like suggested posts.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see people who retweet stuff, and then because like it shows the profile of the person tweet, right? As opposed to like the person who retweeted it. So you're like, huh? I don't remember following this. You know?
No, and you see the text on top there. Someone retweeted.
But I mean, I guess if you use Twitter long enough, then you know lah. But I use it like once in a while, so. And then you get all these sponsored posts and like ads, right? And like it's like all like merged together. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at, you know. Like if I follow like someone like Neil Gaiman, I want to read his thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
I want to see what he thinks. I don't want to see him retweeting something, you know. Yeah. So that's why I don't really use Twitter. It's not for me.
Yeah. So like the trick is to use the list function.
Okay.
So don't really use the follow, like, because then you just get a mess of everyone you follow, right? But if you use list, then you can better separate it out and stuff. So I need to do that, like, but I already use a third-party tool, so I can even make lists from that third-party tool. But I deleted Twitter off my phone since yesterday because I realized I was getting sucked in a negative way. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even meeting my original goals anymore. I'm just like on Twitter, you know, and being annoyed at like certain things. So, oh, that's a really good tweet, George. Are you showing it on the screen? Because I think you should.
Oh well, Edmund has already seen it. He liked it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna like it. In fact, I'm gonna retweet it.
It's the peer pressure tweet. I thought about it when I was out with some ex-colleagues on the weekend, and then went to the toilet when we were leaving the place. So I had already gone like maybe like half an hour before. So and then my ex-colleague went to the toilet, and then I had the urge to go to the toilet too. And I was like, peer pressure. Wait, there's PEE in peer. Yeah.
Yes, this is what Twitter is for. Good puns. Yeah, but I realized that a lot of my feed, like, it's getting into like weird self-referential Twitter territory where like a lot of the tweets that get promoted to me or like are just more likely to appear are the ones where people talk about, and here's how I got more followers, and I'm like, oh, like I don't want to get sucked into that. So yeah, it's like playing with a snake. That's what Twitter feels like.
Well, we've hit the hour mark, so
Mhm.
guess we can do our sponsor shout out.
Yeah.
Evening Drama is brought to you by Flow State Coffee. Coffee with L-theanine and raw cacao for creativity and productivity. Use the code newwave.co/eveningdrama for 10% off your order, and 2 bags gets you free shipping globally.
Yeah, and now he has Keurig cups.
Oh,
So if you don't want to brew it, you can also get Keurig cup version,
K
which I don't think is as
cups.
popular in Malaysia. Do
I don't
you
think
guys
we
have
have.
Keurig machines?
I don't think
So
so.
this is actually so not helpful.
In Malaysia, it's mostly Nespresso.
Nespresso, right? Yeah, of course. Nestle.
I think they
Good
would
old
have
Nestle.
third
And
party
then they have
machines too, right?
that no wait they have that what was it called, Nestle Dolce. They have their own machines too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
That's cool.
the next sponsor is Honey Ritual. Drink Honey
Yes.
Ritual tea for self-care. Stress relief has never been tastier.
You can also get it off Amazon.
Yeah. And use the code honeyritual.com/discount/eveningdrama for 10% off your order. Be kind to your body plus mind. And mind. Yeah.
Thanks for the sponsor shout outs. Though today I'm drinking Starbucks cold brew because I woke up too late. I didn't have time to make coffee.
That's cool.
Huh.
I
You
had
had this?
Starbucks
Have you guys
earlier
had
this
this?
evening. No,
The
don't.
nitro?
We do, but not in a can.
Not in can, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have
this
they
one
have
has
it
like a
on.
little nitrogen cartridge in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Huh.
The ones we have here are like poured from a tap.
Oh.
Porn.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It
so
sounded right.
mhm.
POURN.
Yeah, it's unsweetened, but it tastes like naturally a little sweet because of the nitrogen, and that's why I love it so much. My 0
Oh.
calorie win.
Yay. Zero calorie drinks are the best.
Yes.
Like
I
water.
was watching a YouTube. I was watching a YouTube on like the origins of seltzer water in Germany by Andong. And then I started craving the like sparkling water, so I totally got delivery of just that. And then the poor girl, it was like some Asian girl who got like, who's delivering my water. And then like now I live in this like place that requires a lot of walking. So then she was like, "Oh, I came to your door, but I didn't even bring all your delivery because it's so heavy." So
Oh
then I
dear.
ran with her to her car and then brought it back. To be honest, it's not that heavy, but she's kind of like a normal Asian girl.
She doesn't work
Unlike
out like
me.
you.
I know, like not the like uselessly ridiculously strong Asian girl that I am. But I also think if you're gonna do delivery, I think you should invest in a cart. Like a
That's
little
true.
hand
Yeah.
cart.
Uh-huh.
Like, or else
Do you
you're just gonna have a sad life.
Yeah, what if she
You
had to
tip
like
her?
move a TV, right?
Yes, I tipped her. Like I pre-tip. Like in the app, I always pre-tip.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you tip in
So-
restaurants?
Oh yeah, that's actually something you brought up, right? Yeah, like I always tip in restaurants, even for takeout. Now I also do 15%.
Mhm.
Because I think it's just really hard for restaurants to operate. And it's like, come on, I'm like such a lazy bum. I think I should at least tip. But there's no service charge, you see. Unlike Malaysia, where you mandatorily have to pay even though the service is shitty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, I'm usually against the tipping system, and then I go to Malaysia and get mad. No, everywhere. But then when I go to Japan, I'm like, oh yeah, I know it's tipping system. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
But then
it just
but then
depends
they
on
work so
the
hard though in
service.
Japan.
I
Like their
know, but
service is like
then they're
so
so
over the top, then
good.
you feel like, oh, I should tip them, but then like it's
Yeah.
against the rules.
Yeah, and then they feel insulted. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we're just weeaboos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I guess we'll end it now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for another episode, guys. Thank you for
Yeah,
tuning
and
in,
Edmund, you gotta
Edmund
watch
and
the
Eric.
beginning.
All the E's are here.
Yeah,
Need more
the
E
E gang.
people named starting with E
Mhm.
to tune in. All right. Yeah, we call it a night. See you all next week, same time,
Because we're
same place.
evening drama.
Oh yeah.
World.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye,
Right,
world.
bye.
Bye bye.